you ever wondered if you can walk up to an active volcano and scoop up some lava? And could that lava be sold for thousands of dollars? Well, I'm going to find out. You see, I just happen to live fairly close to a volcano that just erupted. So my plan is simple. Somehow get into the extremely restricted volcano area and hike a mile through deadly volcanic gases and rough terrain. Simply scoop up some lava into a bucket, next turn that lava into a very valuable piece of art, then catch a flight to London, sneak my way into the very exclusive art world and hopefully sell it for a fortune. But why? Well, growing up I remember handing my parents drawings and they would proudly place it on the shelf. Personally, I felt like Picasso, and I want to recapture that feeling, starting with Step 1. After a bit of research, I realized that this is gonna be a bit trickier than I thought, because the area around the volcano is insanely dangerous. So that leaves only one man qualified for this job.
Oh, hi. It's me. I'm the guy for the job.
But there was a problem. Apparently the volcano is completely locked up with intense police surveillance and absolutely no one is allowed in. Not even LeBron James. Literally the only people allowed are scientists. So, it looks like I only have one option here. Open Google, find every single university and science institution in the country and then call them in hopes that they will be going to the volcano anytime soon.
Are you going to the volcano soon? Is there any way I could join you guys? So is there any way in hell that I could join you? And can you put pepperoni as well? And extra cheese? Sorry, I got hungry.
When I was about to give up, I found one more place that might be promising. The Geochemistry and Petrology group of the University of Iceland. I'm just wondering if there's any chance I could come with?
In general, I would immediately say no.
It wasn't looking good. However, he was able to get me in touch with his supervisor. Enter Alberto. Alberto is an absolute beast. He's basically a legend when it comes to collecting lava into buckets. Hello, Alberto?
Yes.
So I told Alberto my plan and sprinkled in a tiny bit of my insane convincing abilities. Is there any chance we could make that happen somehow?
Okay, I mean, we plan to leave at 9:30. Just try to be maybe a bit earlier.
We're in! That went well. Alberto told me to meet him tomorrow in the science building at exactly 9 a.m. in the morning. Strangely, Alberto was nowhere to be found.
I don't know, I don't see him anywhere. It's kind of sketchy.
I walked inside the building and waited for Alberto for what felt like an hour, and he still wasn't there. So I started thinking maybe they're just messing with me, and maybe there isn't even an Alberto. Wow, that would actually suck. I already planned out this whole...
Alberto?
Yes.
Yes. What do you think of my hiking shoes?
Could be better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Always coming with us.
Yeah, hi.
I had such imposter syndrome because I'm not a scientist like these guys, and I'm not really a YouTuber either. So we headed towards the volcano, ready to make history, equipped with nothing but a dream. Oh, and also this thing. Alberto tells me it's to scoop up the lava. On the way we had to drive past the security barrier. It now started sinking in that there's no turning back. We were now officially in the danger zone.
Yeah, so the lava went over the road here as well, right?
We drove through a town that had suffered a lot of damage over the past year from the volcano. It really got me thinking about the seriousness of the situation here and how this is affecting people's lives. They're losing their homes, their jobs, their community. Thankfully though, the government has spent over $50 million on building a 70 feet tall lava protective barrier. And like Alberto was saying,
We're gonna drive on the top of a barrier.
We're gonna drive on top of a barrier?
Yeah.
wait, what? According to Alberto, this was the only way to get to the volcano. We were only inches from the edge, and flying down 70 feet of rock wasn't exactly what I had in mind for this video.
It's not that bad.
Some reassuring words from Alberto there. Somehow I made it out alive, but perhaps not for long, because I could see the volcano in the distance and it made me very worried about the toxic fumes. But it's alright, because they gave me a safety vest. It was time for a mile-long hike through rough terrain and freshly hardened lava rock. And the rock was very brittle, which meant that the ground could literally start collapsing under us. No, it's not so stupid that I'm wearing running shoes.
Yes. Well.
After a hike that felt like forever, we finally arrived. In this moment, it felt like nothing could stop me from filling up that bucket with priceless lava. However, after looking around, we couldn't find any lava streams. And that's when Alberto gave me a reality check.
It doesn't look very promising.
Yeah, so
Don't really see any outbreak.
apparently it's not at all guaranteed to find a lava outbreak to scoop into our bucket.
So what are like the chances we're gonna get something?
I mean, if it remains like this, there are no chances.
We We kept looking, but everything had already hardened up. This was turning into an absolute disaster, and my dreams of being a successful artist were slowly fading. It's time I tell you why this actually means so much to me. So, my mom is a full-time artist, and she has always inspired me to be an artist as well, but as I grew up, I started chasing other dreams, but this might be my only chance to redeem myself as an artist. Wait, do you see that?
We definitely have some lava flow.
There really isn't anything I could say to explain to you how surreal it felt to be walking around real lava. It's just absolutely breathtaking.
This is crazy. Ooh, it's so hot. I can't.
But my job wasn't done yet. I still had to fill my bucket up with lava. So I suited up and got to work. I had done it. I got the lava into the bucket myself, and I even looked sick while doing it. Just look at that shot. Damn. Let's see that again from another angle. Oh wait, no. Go back to the other angle. Yeah, so Alberto basically told me there was no way in hell I could scoop it up myself.
Can I try holding it or is it too hot?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think this is perfect. $10,000 worth, right?
Yes.
They definitely thought my plan was ridiculous. But just wait. This little rock just might make history. Although, this was just the beginning of my plan, and so many things could go wrong. But for now, let's just enjoy the view. Now that I have this lava rock, I've got a problem. I have no idea how to turn it into art. And if I want to sell this rock for a fortune, I need to find someone who can turn nothing into valuable art. You know what time it is. Oh my god. I think I found my guy. He's basically the most eccentric, evil genius mastermind person that I could find. Quentin Tarantino even said that his movies were his biggest inspiration. Now you might be asking, what does he know about art sculptures? Well, for over 30 years, he's been slowly turning his house into an art sculpture, and it actually looks so striking that a Hollywood star offered him $2 million for it. Let me explain. Here's a normal house, and then next to it, there's his house. Bruh. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So I reached out and he was immediately interested in helping. However, if I want him to share some of his art secrets, I need to fit in.
Oh wow, he looks famous. That's one rich artist. Oh my god, check out the turtleneck! Yeah, boy!
Walking up to his house, I had two thoughts. It looks like he forgot to mow his lawn. And also, somehow this place looks even crazier in person. I hope I got my head in the shot, because it's time for a tour.
Shipwreck. This thing. Bathtub. Punching bag. Desk. A cute pond.
Unfortunately, my tour was cut short when I noticed what looked like Trapp standing very still in the distance.
Sindri.
Sindri.
Yeah.
Sindri.
Yeah.
So you were alone.
Yep, it's just us.
Oh, very good.
He seemed weirdly excited about the fact that we were alone, but in I went.
It's coming.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a little bit scared. Inside, he showed me a lot of neat things like his snake poison and a temple dedicated to some god. But that's enough chit-chat. Let's get to business.
So this is what I was doing.
I went on to explain my idea and asked for his input.
I think there's already a monster.
Really?
Yeah, you don't see. See the eyes and you see the teeth.
Oh wow, yeah, I see it. Wow.
Pure genius. He even gave me a piece from his iconic house to add to the sculpture.
Yes, good luck there. Your monster is coming.
Whoa, inspiring. And if you think he's done, think again.
Maybe you could have a monster scream now and then.
Wow. Yeah, that would be cool. It scared me.
Trapp gave me a lot to work with, so I sketched out my vision for the piece and then gathered all the materials needed. New item. I'm gonna need this. New item. Just got this thing. I think it's to store cakes or something like that. New item. With everything ready, there's only one thing to do.
It's time for magnificence.
Honestly, this part was kind of boring and long, so I made it a bit more epic.
I think that's perfect.
The sculpture had come together perfectly, and to top it off, I added this speaker for a dramatic monster scream. If this won't sell for a fortune, then I don't know what will. those were fake dollars. And I had to pick that up afterwards. So I asked you guys what I should name the monster, and you guys picked John for some reason. Step 3. This is by far the riskiest step. Will anyone even want this lava rock? I think there's only one way to find out. Buy the cheapest plane tickets to London, contemplate if that money spent was a bad idea, head to the airport, hop on a plane, catch a train, then jump on a subway to downtown and find a buyer for my piece. London! I literally just arrived in London and I'm so excited, but it's time to get to business. Okay, so we all know that I'm probably the last person cut out for something like this. There's a lot of people here. Hello. And I definitely went way over the budget on this one. But that's okay, because it's time to make a bunch of quid. That means dollars here in England. Let me explain. London just happens to have one of the largest street art scenes in the world in a little place called Brick Lane. Okay, thank you. This art-infested street sees over 300,000 visitors a week. If there's any place that I'm gonna be able to sell some art, it's gonna be here. And I just happened to have a meeting with the king of Brick Lane himself for a potential spot in his gallery. Enter Broccoli Gallery, operated by none other than Broccoli Man. He has made millions of dollars from selling broccoli art. If someone can help me pull this off, it's him. Hello, Broccoli Man.
Hello, yes.
I think I'm Sindri.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I made this art piece.
Let me have a look.
Okay. It's time for my pitch. So this is the lava rock I captured directly from a volcano.
Oh, right, cool.
So it's like a monster in it. It was his call to decide if it's worthy for his magnificent gallery.
Well, what you want to do, if you put it on this plinth here.
Okay.
And set it outside.
Okay.
And then you'll get thousands of people Saturday and Sunday.
We sealed the deal. So I came back that Saturday and the place was packed. I set my art piece up and it was finally time to see what the world would think of it. And soon enough, people noticed. Yeah, if you look closely, it's like a monster. It's like eyes and a mouth like here. It looks like a monster if you look down there.
Oh, right. Oh, gotcha,
Yeah. It was a huge success. The crowd was loving my lava rock.
What's the piece called?
What's the piece called? John. I even managed to get a few offers.
How much is that?
I exchanged numbers with everyone interested, but no one was as captivated as this lady who called her friend in Germany to tell him everything about her piece. Hi.
You had to go there with scientists and nobody is actually allowed to go there.
I really like the idea of the art piece. Like I also studied geology. Like it would be like a weird funny thing to buy it like this way because I never ever had like the opportunity to get like a piece of art over a FaceTime call.
He ended up giving me a pretty good offer, and it was very tempting to accept it. However, over the course of this video, I have grown to care a lot for this piece and the journey I took to create it, so it only felt right to leave it with one person.